What's up, YouTube family? Welcome back to our channel. Coming at you today from Orange Beach Rec Center. Today we're going to be doing drop set intensifiers on chest. The drop sets are in order to increase the time under tension and increase the time at or near failure, which tends to be the area where we get the most muscle growth. So as usual with the rest of the videos in the series, I'll do a warm-up set. I actually do a total of 4 sets, and the 4th one's the drop set, but for filming purposes, we're just gonna show you the warm-up set and then the actual drop set. So when I'm actually doing this workout, there's a total of 4 sets, but for filming purposes today, you'll just see like the feeler warm-up set and then the actual drop set. So let's go lift some weights. All right, so we're gonna start off today. I like starting off with seated flies. This is just a great warm up for me. Get some blood in here, kind of warms up the whole pec area, gets a good stretch, all that kind of good stuff. If you notice, I usually grab this handle and pull it out first with the aid of the other. It's because I have an old labrum injury. So I found that all the way in the deep stretch is where that kind of hurts. And if I can push past it, to begin with, it doesn't put the tension on the labrum. I'm able to like do the exercise and get some good tension on the muscle without putting too much tension on the labrum injury. So we'll get a feeler set here and then we'll move on and do a drop set next. It's one of my favorite exercises. You know, years ago before I was a bodybuilder, when I was just trying to develop a chest, I used to do this exercise 3 or 4 times a week. I mean, on every chest day, and then on several other days, this would be the first exercise I would hit, and there'd be days I'd hit it 4 or 5 times a week even. But absolutely grew the upper chest. Always love to start with this and then move on to an incline chest movement. For years I did it that way in order to grow the upper chest. Now this off season I've been focusing on my lower chest, so I'm not doing the incline next like I used to because my upper chest is good, so to speak, and I'm trying to focus a little more on the lower chest. So I won't be doing it that way today, but if you're trying to grow upper chest, that's definitely a great tool. All right, so time for the drop set. Like I said before, you know, I'm gonna use aid to get the right side out. I'm gonna go to at or close to failure, drop some weight at or close to failure. This exercise I like to do numerous drops on, so you'll see me do a lot more drops than on some of the other previous videos. My chest takes a lot of volume, and I go ahead and pump it out because I've had to work around the labrum issues. So the things that I can do, I try to do as much volume as possible in order to make up from some of the staple exercises that I wasn't able to do for a while. So let's get it started. that don't fill your chest with blood, ain't nothing gonna do it. All right, moving on to the next movement. All right, so here we've got the hammer strength wide lateral press machine. So this is not completely declined, but it is definitely a little bit lower pec focused. So since I'm trying to grow the lower pecs, I'm trying to put this movement toward the front of some of my pressing movements in order to prioritize it. So I'll do this, and then the next thing I'll do will be dips with both without assistance and with assistance in order to kind of like do a drop set and really put some emphasis on the lower pec and the tricep as well. So let's get this feeler set in. All right, so we'll load up a little bit more weight, come back and do a drop set here. All right, so we're gonna do a drop set here. Start with 4 plates aside, down to 3, down to 2, maybe even down to 1, we'll see. All right, next we'll do some unassisted into assisted dips. All right, so we're gonna do unassisted into assisted dips. So I'm gonna put the legs back in order to put the focus on the chest and a little less focus on the triceps. Of course, this is definitely still highly a tricep exercise, but by putting the legs back, it'll also bring the lower pecs into the equation as well. So I'm gonna start by doing is unassisted to failure, then I'll give a little bit of assistance, go to failure, add a little more assistance, and continue from there. So I go ahead and do the drop set right off from the first set on these. I'm warm, I've done multiple other exercises, so we get right into a drop set on these. Good burn. So, as I've alluded to before, I'm gonna do a total of 4 sets, but we're just gonna really film 2. So, we'll be back to you here for the last set. All right, so we'll get this last set in, and then we'll move on to flat bench from here. Been doing a lot better when I get a few more pounds cut off of me here, you know, with these exercises. More to come. All right, so we're gonna do a feeler set, then we'll do a drop set. What I'm wearing right now, this is Mark Bell Slingshot. This is got an injured labrum, so what it does is keep the elbows tucked, and it also provides a little support when you're all the way back, and in that stretch position is where my labrum is the weakest, and it puts the most pressure on that tendon. So by wearing this, I'm able to do bench press and do it heavy and still, you know, get some muscle growth. As you can see here, I'm not one of those mythical people that has to have all 45s on there. Weight is weight, whether it be 25s, 35s, what have you. So we've got 325 on the bar here in the form of 35s. I'm gonna do this warm-up set, probably throw a couple more 25s on the outside, and then this gives me a little bit smaller increments so I can do more drops rather than just you know, having a few plates on there and only being able to do a couple drops. This will let me get a little bit more volume in. So, method to the madness. All right, that's a good set right there. I'll probably just go back with the same weight and then do multiple drops down to you know, one plate per side, and we'll take it from there. All right, so we're gonna start with this 325, rev it out, then drop 70 pounds each drop until we get down to 115. So just getting some nice volume in. All right, I'm gonna finish it up with some cable crosses with a little focus on the lower pec. All right, so we're gonna do cable crosses downward, mimicking like decline, so that we're gonna put a little bit more focus on the lower pec. Like I said, this off season, that's one of my focuses, has been lower pec, triceps, quads, hamstrings, and my back. Admittedly though, I've done a lot of work on my shoulders, even though they were already one of my strong points. It's like, why not let your strong point be your strong point and continue to put some work in? You know, shoulders are one of those things, you know, shoulders, forearms, and biceps, and calves, where you can just put a lot of volume on them continually. So anyway, we're not doing that today, we're doing chest. So let's get this feeler set in, and then we'll get to a drop set. All right, put a little bit more weight on there. On the next one, we'll do some multiple drops. All right, so last set of the day, we're gonna get in a multiple drop. We'll start with a little bit more weight than last time. Drop, 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 till we're done. That's a wrap. All right, YouTube family, that concludes another fantastic video and a great workout for myself. I got a nice good burn, nice tightness in the chest, exactly what I needed. Not a lot of pressure on my labrum, but a lot of pressure on the muscle fibers, which is exactly what I was after. Anyway, if you like the video, do me a favor, if you haven't subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button. Click the notification bell. Even if you are a member and you haven't clicked the notification bell, click it so you don't miss out on any future videos. Drop me a comment. Tell me something you'd like to see, things you like, things you don't. Your comments are always welcome. Remember, we all get better together. You can't outbeast a monster. Love you guys.